back in the middle here. Oh, they're 4 wide.
That's not going to work. It's not going to work. This is congestion here.
Oh, hang on.
This can't work, guys.
There it is. There's the contact. Stephen Wallace into the wall.
Big wreck behind you. Big wreck behind you.
Can you believe it?
2 wide.
16, Colin Braun also in. Stenhouse crashes. Now Brown gets swept up. Look at the mess here. You got the 81 of Michael McDowell, the 35 of Jason Keller. Oh, my. Mikey Kyle in the 10, his first start, and Stephen Wallace.
I was curious how these drivers were going to treat one another as we went back to green flag racing, because there was going to be that congestion, and that just didn't make any sense. 3 wide does make sense. We had 4 wide.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could just tell that it was not going to end up good for a lot of people. All right. Let's go back and take another look at this mess. This all started off of turn 2. You can see the 1 car get to the inside and make it 3 wide. That sorted itself out. But here, 4 wide right behind him. And there's just no room.
And I don't know what makes us drive like this or behave like this, but there is an urgency midway through the race if you think, I've got to get to the front, and maybe that's part of it.
Well, the only thing you're going to get to the front to in this deal is the front of the hauler.
Seems pretty obvious after the fact, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, where are we going?
You can see both of Rusty's cars that he owns, the 62 and the 66, were 2 on the inside, but that kind of forced the hand of Jason Keller in the 35, and he didn't have anywhere to go, and that's kind of where things started. The 66 got up into him.
Let's go on board with Steven. Just listen.
Still middle. Still middle. Still middle. Middle of 4. 2 outside. 4 wide. 2 outside.
What a mess.
Common expression in this business, give and take. What, you know, at some point, one of those drivers, 2 of those drivers, maybe a half dozen of those drivers needed to say, all right, I'm going to live to race another lap because we can't do this getting into the corner.
Well, this is going to take some time to clean up. This is our 5th caution here as we have just passed halfway. And, oh, man. Get out the checkbooks because there's a lot of bills that have got to be paid now. Whoa, Steven limping. Looks like the right leg or ankle.
Yeah, that's a hard lick, especially when you get hit head on. You don't really have a chance to get the car slowed down. You're getting pushed up there.
All right, well, obviously, we'll have somebody over at the Infield Care Center, and we'll get an update as soon as we can on Steven's condition. Michael McDowell, he is okay. He climbs out of the car, and he'll get into the ambulance under his own power. All right, as we said, this is going to take a while, and that gives you an idea just how bad it is. I mean, there's parts and pieces everywhere here at Nashville, but don't go away. We'll get her back green.
After a 5-car crash, we just had a restart from a caution. They went 4 wide into turn 3, and it did not work out. We're going to ride on board again with Stephen Wallace, and I want you to listen to the audio. When he comes off turn 2, Kyle Busch gets to his inside. He lifts off the throttle to give the 18-car a spot to get in line. And somebody else jumped in line.
Somebody else stuck their nose.
Listen right here.
Patient right there.
Lifts. Now back into it, and somebody else. When he lifted to give Kyle Busch that break, Brendan Gaughan jumped to his inside. And
yeah, I mean, Steven looked like he did the right thing. He was trying to give people room racing around him, and he, like I say, he gave him a little bit, gave Kyle plenty of room to get in there, and before you know it, someone else stuck their nose in there. Let's see this. Yeah, it looks like his teammate just came right in there on him and didn't give him any room, and boy, that was a hard lick.
yeah, did you see the movement of the safer barrier when that 66 car hit the wall? A very hard shot for Stephen Wallace and the other drivers involved. There's what's left of the 66 car.
I'll tell you.
Again, Colin Braun involved, Mikey Kyle involved, Jason Keller involved, Michael McDowell involved in that crash.
That's right. 2 of the drivers checked and released right now. Michael McDowell to my left and Stephen Wallace to my right. Michael, I'm going to start with you. A lot of you guys were stuck a lap down. I mean, what was that like putting you guys all together? What was going through your mind before you went green?
Well, you know, it's just unfortunate. Anytime you have green flag stops and yellow comes out, it usually gets pretty exciting on the restarts. A lot of guys lap down, a lot of good cars that were running in the top 10, and it's just really unfortunate for everyone on the Mobile Shop 81. We had a good solid run, running in the top 15 most of the day, and saw him get 4 wide, and I was already up against the fence, and I'm figuring if I stay high, maybe I'll miss all of it, and just happened to get collected it. Steven came up the track. He must have got clipped, and by the time he came up to the track, I just hit him right in the door. It was a pretty hard hit, unfortunate for McDonald Motorsports, but go to Phoenix, and hopefully we'll get a good top 10 run.
Thanks for talking with us. I'm glad you're all right. Steven, I know you had some help coming out here to the medical center. How is your right foot?
Oh, it's fine. You know, I just stepped on it wrong. Our 5-hour Toyota wasn't too bad. We got caught a lap down there. You know, we pitted and then the caution came out, and we were all 4 wide, and we're fine up until, you know, I saw a car get underneath me and made it 4 wide there, and then I got, you know, clipped in the right rear and sent head on the wall. Just real unfortunate. It's just, you know, good hard racing, but we got to go to Phoenix here and, you know, try and dig ourselves out of this, you know, big hole. We've got 2 big wrecks in the past 2 weeks, and we're probably falling on the points pretty hard. So it's a tough week, but I'd like to thank all the guys at 5 Hour, and we'll go to Phoenix and, you know, give her hell. Be all right.
Take us inside that race car, Steven. What is it like? Explain to people when you know this is all starting to happen and your spotter's talking to you and all these things are going on. What's going through your mind as you're looking ahead?
I'd say the best way to explain it is that you're walking across the street and here comes a big Mack truck ready to run you over. So it hurt a lot, but we'll be all right.
All right, Steven, thanks for talking with us. And he's walking with his toes up, not feeling too well.
Yeah, Steven finished 38th at Bristol after the crash, and there's Rusty not working this weekend with us, but working as team owner. We mentioned he 38th at Bristol after a crash. That ended a 5-race streak of top 10 finishes, and it's only the 3rd time he's had DNFs in consecutive races. So tough break because they're still cleaning up under this red flag situation. Let's take another look at this replay, and then we're going to listen in on Brendan Gaughan's radio.
Still pedal. Still pedal, middle of 4. 2 outside, 4 wide, 2 outside.
Now, it was Brendan's radio, or Brendan that was underneath him, and then this is the conversation from Brendan's radio right after the crash.
That was our teammate there, man. Teammate got collected. I don't know if you're ready for that. You know, you knew that when we were coming to the green there. But whatever you did there, you did a great job.
Couldn't figure out where to go. Carl Evers didn't choose until late. I had to move up another extra lane, and I didn't want to get busted for moving up a lane.
10-4.
How did Steven get wrecked? He was second in line. It should have been the guy on the outside.
Yeah, because it disrupted his entry. And you could see Steven have to correct because it caught him off guard, and that's what started all
Yeah,
that.
there was no contact, but the disruption of the airflow.
Yeah, he thought he was going to be able to dive in on the inside of the 35, but that spot got filled, and that put him up higher, and as the 35 turned in, it was into his right rear quarter panel, unfortunately.